Okay, here we go. Algebra 1, solving two-step equations. All right, to solve equations with two or more steps, we're going to apply inverse or opposite operations in reverse order. Okay, and that's a really key part here is that this is in reverse order. So we're going to be working backwards here. All right, so I've got a reminder of what all of our letters stand for with GEMDAS, right? We got our grouping symbols, exponents, multiply, divide, add, and subtract. And so when we are solving equations, we're going to be working backwards and we're going to be using our opposite or inverse operations. All right, so let's take a look at an example here. So to solve the following equations for the unknown variable. So we're taking a look at this problem here, x over 2 plus 3. So what is being done to the variable, or what operations are being performed on x? All right, so first we'd be dividing by 2 and then adding 3. Okay, so the operations would be, going from top to bottom. We would divide and then add. But if we want to isolate x, right, we want to get x by itself, where x is just equal to one number, we're going to go from the bottom up in inverse order, okay, or reverse order, I should say. All right, so the first thing I want to do is subtract 3. And if I do it to one side of the equal sign, you got to do it to the other side. So I have to subtract 3 on this side as well. And I'm left with, right, 3 minus 3. This is gone. So on the left side, I just have x over 2 is equal to 19 minus 3 is 16. All right. Now, if I want to get this x by itself, I need to get this 2 out of the denominator, and I do so by doing the inverse operation of division, which is multiplication. So I multiply by 2, and this cancels out. If I do it to one side of the equal sign, I have to do it to the other side. So I'm left with x is equal to 32. All right. Hopefully that's making sense. Let's move on. Let's look at a few more practice problems. Okay, so we take a look here. We have f plus 2.5 divided by 3. All right, so I have addition and division, right? And that would be working top to bottom. So how I'm going to solve is by multiplication and subtraction, and I want to go from the bottom up. Okay, so I'm going to erase that here and solve. So the first thing I want to do is multiply. If I multiply by whatever's in the denominator, it will cancel it out. All right, so now it's equal to 1 in the denominator, which means we don't need to write it because we could write any number over 1, but we don't really do that because it's unnecessary. All right, and then if I multiply by 3 on one side, I have to do it to the other side. So I'm left with f plus 2.5 is equal to 6. And now I just subtract 2.5 on both sides, and I'm left with f is equal to 3.5. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more to give me some more room to write here. This next one here, we got x minus 1 divided by 7. So again, I need to go in reverse order, so I want to get rid of that 7 first. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply by 7, okay, on both sides. If I do it to one side of the equal sign, you got to do it to the other side, and this will cancel out the 7s, and you're going to be left with x minus 1 is equal to 1 times 7 is 7. And now I just want to isolate x by doing the inverse operation of subtraction and add 1 on both sides. And I'm left with x is equal to 8. All right, moving on. This next problem here, we have 16 times r minus 12. Okay, and so again, we always say we want to go in reverse order. Another way to look at it, I always say, like, don't mess with the variable until that's all you have left. So I want to get rid of this negative 12. So we're going to go ahead and add 12 on both sides. Negative 12 plus 12 is 0. And so if you're not sure if you're doing this and you know and you get a number other than 0, right? You know that you did something wrong, because the point is to eliminate this and to get it out of there, right? So if you get a number that's not equal to 0, well, then you did something wrong there. All right, so I'm just going to drop down this 16r is equal to negative 4 plus 12. That's going to equal positive 8. All right, and now I just do the inverse operation of multiplication, right? This is 16 times r. There's no symbol in between, and anytime that's the case, we know that means multiplication. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and divide by 16, and I'm left with 1r is equal to, this will just reduce down to 1/2. Okay, so just inverse operations in reverse order. All right, these next ones we are going to have to do just one little step first, and then it's going to be a two-step equation. Okay, so we just have to combine like terms like we were doing last week, and then we're going to solve equations like we've been doing. Okay, so this first one here, we have our like terms, which are our constants, right, our regular numbers. We have negative 14 and 4. So I'm going to go ahead and combine those. Negative 14 plus 4 is negative 10. So I'm just going to kind of update the problem. You guys should definitely be using either your marker boards or your paper. You should always be writing down each step. And after you've done a little bit of solving, write down the next step. I always say update the problem. Okay, otherwise you will get lost when you're doing this. Okay. All right, so now I have a two-step equation, right? I've got subtraction and division. I want to go ahead and go in reverse order. Another way to look at it would be I don't want to mess with this 2x until that's all I have left. So I want to get rid of this negative 10, and I'm going to do so by adding 10. Okay, add 10 on this side. I'm left with 2x is equal to 20. And then, and then just divide by 2, and I'm left with 1x is equal to 10. Okay. All right, moving on. Last problem, and then you guys can give these problems a shot on the practice problems. So we've got our j's. We can combine these j's. We got 2 j's and 4 negative j's, if you want to think about it like that. So we combine those. If you want to just do 2 minus 4, and just remember you're talking about j's, you're going to get negative 2j. Update the problem, drop down this 10, the equal sign, and the 12. And now we have another two-step equation. So we're going to first subtract 10 on both sides. This will cancel out. Drop down this negative 2j. 12 minus 10 is 2. And the last step is to divide by the exact same coefficient. So if this is a negative number, you need to remember to divide by a negative 2. You can't just divide by 2. It's got to be the same exact coefficient or the number in front of the variable. Okay? So divide by negative 2. So negative 2 divided by negative 2 for this one, we're going to get just one positive j. And positive 2 divided by negative 2 is negative 1. All right, and there's your answer. That's the last practice problem I got for you, or I guess warm-up problem for you. So why don't you guys give these practice problems a shot? If you're struggling with them, go ahead and check out my practice problems video. Otherwise, come see me on a Google Meet. All right, good luck.